Hello, welcome from Trend Signal for our review of the data and events the week beginning the 21st of November. Before we get into the calendar and the events this week, let's just have a quick review of what happened last week. Equity markets were pretty flat really, with the FTSE Dow, S&P and the DAX all only modestly higher to unchanged really. The Nikkei, Japanese Nikkei, was the outstanding mover, up close to 600 points or 3.5% as the Japanese yen fell further against the US dollar on the exchanges. In fact, the dollar was pretty steady across the board really. The dollar index up 230 odd points or 2.5%, which is its highest level since April 2003 now. So the Nikkei are really benefiting, as I say, the exporters, really the ones that light up when the yen falls. In other markets, precious metals, gold especially, down 1.4%. Obviously the growth story, Trumpflation, etc., killing gold. Normally you'd expect some sort of safe haven move after such an event, but it's been quite the opposite, as the dollar resurgence has really kiboshed gold, and also with the threat of higher interest rates. That is always a problem for gold, as the cost of storing and insuring gold and the cost of financing it as well. It is an instrument that doesn't provide any return whatsoever. It just depends on someone else paying a higher price than you've paid for it as an investment. Other than that, oil, particularly strong. UK oil up $2.20, US oil catching up a bit more than that, up $2.64, and quite steady as we discussed this on Monday morning, but that's a 5 or 6% move in oil. News over the weekend, Iran's oil minister was optimistic apparently that OPEC members will agree to the proposed supply cuts, and this meeting on the 30th of November in Vienna. And Iraq apparently has been reported to offer 3 new proposals this week for output cuts, which probably involve Iraq not shouldering any of the cuts. I don't know. But that has been a problem. And in fact, at this Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Peru, and Vladimir Putin apparently told reporters that he saw few hurdles to OPEC reaching an agreement on supply cuts. Again, of course, he would say that, and Russia would want to hear that, and so would the rest of OPEC, because Russia is a huge producer of oil, although not involved with OPEC. Okay, let's have a look at the data and events this week. It's Thanksgiving week, just in case you didn't know, as everyone should know now, with these ghastly Black Friday offerings from various retail outlets, in fact all retail outlets to be honest. Black Friday is the big US shopping day of the year. In fact, it's not just Black Friday, it's Black Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I think it originally came from the fact that retailers go into the black this coming weekend as their turnover exceeds a certain level, and they go into profit, so they're no longer in the red, they're in the black. I believe that or not, I'm not sure. Or someone else also said it's because the roads get clogged up with traffic. I don't know, there's all sorts of explanations of Black Friday. Nevertheless, it does result in the markets are closed on Thursday. Yep, they're closed for the bank holiday, the federal and state holiday on Thursday in observance of the secular holiday. But they also close early on Friday. Some commodity markets are not open on Friday, but the US stock market closes at 18:45, so that's 6:45. So it gives all those Americans a 2.25 hour head start, so they can get off to the shops and spend all their money. Why do they have to wait for one particular day? I don't know. There's continual sales on all the time, it seems. Anyway, other than Thanksgiving, the other main event this week is the Fed minutes. This is the Federal Open Market Committee minutes from the previous meeting of a couple of weeks ago. Not really expecting any surprise here. We've already discussed that the probability of a rate hike is very high in previous updates. 95.4% probability of a rate hike on the 14th of December. I would say that is an absolute certainty now. The trouble is the markets aren't really implying much in the way of further hikes. I think by September, October next year, Rick, the markets are implying another hike. And I suppose we really all want to know what the Federal Reserve and Janet Yellen will make of the surprise election of Donald Trump and his massive fiscal stimulus program, cutting taxes, personal and corporate taxes, etc., etc. But these minutes predate the US election, so we're not going to learn a lot from these minutes, but nevertheless they do and can move the markets. Normally the day before Thanksgiving will be pretty quiet, so I'm not altogether sure what impact that will have. A lot of people will be just winding down for this Thanksgiving holiday break, so if something is a bit off the beaten track, it could have quite an effect. The other sort of big event this week is here in the UK is the autumn statement, referred here to as a forecast statement. We call it the UK Autumn Statement, Wednesday at 12:30. The new Chancellor, Philip Hammond, has even sort of discussed this, that he may end up ditching this autumn statement in future, which would then he'd revert back to the sort of annual budget statement, which always was the case before Gordon Brown got in. But this has been sort of split up into two. Anyway, there's the usual speculation what will happen, but truth be known, it is all tinkering at the edges, really, increasing spending on roads, potholes, and such like things. It's all minor stuff. And I think the Chancellor is in the same position as everyone else, waiting for Brexit and the consequences of whatever agreement that will be reached over the next 2.5 years or so. So I'm not sure exactly what he can say, apart from try and underscore fiscal prudence, but at the same time, knowing that the consequences of Brexit suggests that the numbers won't add up quite the way they used to anymore. Other than that, we've got durable goods on Wednesday in the US, which is another market-moving number. And we've also got the IFO Business Climate Survey from Germany on Thursday at 9 o'clock, which is another potential market mover. And that's it. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.